side of the structure. Romo, spin, throw, end zone, caught!
In a play that you're going to see replayed a lot of times this week, losing his helmet. Prescott, touchdown!
Throws it down the field, it's caught at the 10, and this game is over!
Aikman, 7-step drop, throws it right for the goal line. Urban jumping, catching the three, diving, touchdown! Smith at left guard, 35, 40-yard line, right on the mark!
He is going to throw. Wheelchair back. He got it. Big opening for 20 yards. Look out. He's got great speed. 99 yards. Puts it down the sideline.
He gets the snap. Here comes an outside blitz. The pass is picked off in open field. Here comes Larry Brown to the 15. He's to the 10.
How about them Cowboys? Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go. What a play that just was. Clark with the jarring hit. Cowboys are going to take over. 4 yards to go to pay dirt. Let's finish this one out. What a crazy game. What a wild game. Cowboys 21-0 was the score at one point in this one. What a hustle play by Clark. They're showing it right now. Just a great, outstanding play. Special teams, baby. Special teams. They don't get enough credit. They really do not. Beautiful. Love that play. Love everything about it. Javante up the gut. Javante! He takes it to the 1-yard line. Cowboys on the doorstep. On the doorstep. Appreciate all y'all hanging out right now. Cowboys Live. I know we got some big Rangers news. We're going to try to get to that at some point in the show. We're going to finish out the Cowboys game, 21-21, 4:30-ish left in this ball game. Of course, if you haven't heard the Cowboys news, Marcus Semien traded for Brandon Nimmo of the New York Mets. Straight up trade. Here's Cowboys on the doorstep. Dak, little bootlegger. Take it in, Dak. The pump fake. The pump fake, I think if he just puts his shoulder down, I think he probably has that one. The pump fake got him. Tristan, let's go Cowboys. Albert, totally with you. Play of the game by Clark right there. Play of the game. Matt, let's go Cowboys, baby. Appreciate you. Juan, I'm with you. I do think it's a good trade. We're going to break down the trade as the show goes on. Maybe once this Cowboys game gets over, I'll be able to give you my full thoughts on it. Cowboys have a huge call coming up here. Looks like this one's going to be incomplete to Lamb, and it is 4th and goal at the 1. FJ, appreciate the heart, man. Thank you so much. I'm trying to be nice to CeeDee Lamb. I am trying to be nice to Lamb right now. Trying so hard. Costing us this game right now with the drops, man. What is his problem? What is his problem? Third and goal, I don't understand passing the ball there. Run the ball. Run the ball. I don't even understand passing. It's on CeeDee Lamb dropping it. Run the football. Can't even believe it. Cannot even believe what we just saw. How do you not run the ball on third down? If you're going to be 4-down territory, how do you not run the ball? I'm okay with going for it. I honestly am. How do you not run the ball on 3rd and goal, knowing that it's 4-down territory? You could do a tush push. Like, seriously. It's disgusting, man. That's huge. I cannot even believe that. Yeah, I think the Rangers did pretty well in the trade. I really do. You gained $4 million in salary, and you also filled that hole out in the outfield that Adolis Garcia is leaving behind. with him getting non-tendered on Friday. I do think it's a pretty good deal. Going to be able to break it down a little bit more. We got to make it through this Cowboys game, y'all. Got to make it through. Jalen Hurts and company backed up at the 1-yard line, 2-yard line, actually. First play. They're going to get some room here. A.J. Brown on an out route, 12-yard gain. Quickly. Just like that, man. I totally get and I support Shoddy going for it. I really do. I just think you have got to run the football there. I really do think you got to run the ball. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. You have to run the football. If you know it's going to be 4-down territory, why not? I don't understand going away from the run. Javante Williams powers it all the way down there to the 1, and then you just totally go into overthink mode. And the Eagles are gaining some ground right here, man. They are gaining ground. I have no clue, Brian, what the play calling was. Again, Javante had just gotten you down to the 1-yard line, and then you pass it 3 straight times. I know Dak ran it on 2nd down, but honestly, that was going to be a pass play as well, right? You got it down to the 1-yard line, and you decided to essentially throw it on 3 straight plays. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm okay with going for it. I know some of y'all are probably saying you take the points. I'm okay with them going for it right there. I totally understand, and I have no issue. I just have the issue with calling 3 straight passing plays. 3 straight passing plays when Javante just powered you down to the 1-yard line. It makes 0 sense to me. 0 cents. Brian, 100%. Raymond, good to see you, man. Appreciate the support. We got a good crowd, man. What do we got? 123 on TikTok. We got about 105 on X and Instagram and on YouTube combined. Love to see it. What's up, everybody? We're trying to finish this one out with y'all. Hoping it's a good one. Philly's got 3rd and 2 at the 37, their own 37. Big play coming up here. 2-minute warning. Hate that Philly controls things right now. I mean, you make one play right here. If they get any closer, though, they're just going tush-push. You know that. They're just going tush-push here. CeeDee Lamb, I cannot believe CeeDee Lamb right now. I cannot believe CeeDee Lamb right now. How? How are you this bad against Philadelphia, bro? I would have thought that after that first game, CeeDee Lamb, let me turn off the commercial here. I would have thought after that first game, CeeDee Lamb with 3 drops against Philly, I would have thought he would have been a man on a mission the entire rest of the season. And really, with the emergence of George Pickens, you have not seen that happen. I mean, CD has not been terrible. He's been pretty bad in this game. I mean, let's be real. He's been bad in this game. But you've just not seen him really snap out of it into what he usually does season in and season out. I think you can definitely give props to George Pickens for some of that, but the drops are terrible, especially in such a big game, man. Such a big game. It's depressing. Thoughts on the Nimmo Simeon deal? I like the deal for the Rangers. You get a guy who can fill the outfield void that Dolly is leaving behind. You're going to gain about $4 million in salary cap relief for the next 3 years. Yes, Nimmo is a longer-term contract. Contract goes till 2030. I think you'll live with it. And that's not to say you can't deal Nimmo at some point, too, if you ever really did want to blow it up and start from scratch. I really feel pretty solid about this Nimmo move. I like it. I'm a fan of it. I've been seeing some Mets fans not too happy, honestly. I'm going to look up the Baseball Savant page for Nimmo real quick. We're talking Cowboys mainly right now at a commercial break. 2-minute warning. Big 3rd and 2 coming up here. Cowboys, Eagles. Cowboys with a huge chance to go ahead in this game and totally blew it. I have no clue what the play calling was down there after Javante Williams got you down to the 1-yard line. 0 clue. Look, Nimmo, I feel like took a little bit of a step back in 2025. You look at 2024, and things were a lot more red on the Baseball Savant page. But look, 2025, Definitely some things to improve on for Nimmo, but he is a guy that hits the ball hard, 88th percentile in exit velo, 88th percentile in hard hit percentage. So he's going to put the ball in play, put a charge into it. I like the move overall. I mean, the Cowboys are trying to save some money. That's kind of the big part of this. And the fact that the Cowboys don't have to, the Rangers, the fact that the Rangers don't have to give up a prospect to eat the salary, it's pretty huge. I thought for sure if you're going to trade Marcus Semien in that contract, you're going to have to give up a prospect for somebody to be willing to take on that bad contract. All right, here we go. 4th and 15, baby. Jalen Hurts sacked. Oh, Osa, baby. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Wow. Wow. Osa, I love it. Oh, just watching the replay. Oh, I love it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Wow. What a play. This defense, man, we have got to give this defense some props right now. Have to. We have to. This defense has been maniacal in the second half. 0 points allowed in the second half. Who is this defense? Who is this defense right now? I'm sorry. This is where those who are elite in this league get the job done. You've got a $152 to win this game. You have got a $152, and you've got 2 timeouts to win this ball game. This is where the elite rise above. Dak, you got to show me something, baby. Come on. This is one of those games. You cannot let this game get to OT. Cannot let it happen. You've got a $144 left. You cannot let this game go to OT. I could not agree more, Brian. Could not agree more. Nick, I don't want to see it. I do not want to see another overtime. No, thank you. No, thank you. Sean, I'm with you. Let's win this game right now. Right now. Aubrey, man, we've got – look, you can get it. If you get it to the 50, shoot. I mean, I think you got a shot. You got to get it to the 50, right? I think you're at the 50. You give Aubrey a shot if you can wind that clock all the way down. Wow, redoing the kick here. All right, then. It hit the scoreboard. Hit the scoreboard. Wow. See, this is weird. It's so odd to me, this scoreboard rule, but then I know this is kind of like a little conspiracy theory. You know how some of the field goal kicks have hit like cables and wires this year? How is that not a redo on the kick? But if it hits the Cowboys scoreboard, it's a redo. I don't understand that at all. All right, here we go. I think I'm behind y'all right now. Brian, I know I'm behind you right now, brother. All right, so invalid fair catch signal. Invalid fair catch signal here. Ball's going to be on the 27. Not a big deal. I mean, honestly, you gain some yards off of this. Wow. All right, here we go. Jeez, Ferguson. My goodness. Fergie. Oh, my gosh. Bro. What is the deal? So lucky, man. So lucky on that Ferguson play. I cannot even believe what I'm seeing. We are so lucky right now on that Ferguson play. So lucky, bro. Oh, can't even believe that. Hey, Carson, what's good, brother? Good to see you. All right, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 here. Let's go. I won't have to worry about that Thursday for kicks hitting the scoreboard. What is, let's see, Chiefs and Cowboys on Thursday. It's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Saquon Barkley, first fumble of the season. That is wild. Wild. First fumble of the season. Here we go. All the guaranteed money for Brandon Aubrey has been voided. Oh, you were talking the 4th. I got you. Sean, appreciate the follow. All y'all joining in. We're finishing out Cowboys and Eagles. Right now, Cowboys coming out of a timeout. 3rd and 2. Come on. Aubrey range, baby. Aubrey range. Michael, I'm 100% with you. By the way, did any of you guys read the article by George Pickens that he composed in the Players Tribune? Tonight, it's a little bit of a longer read. Not crazy. It'll take you about 5-7 minutes, something like that. It is a great article. It's a great read, written by George Pickens. His mom was a guest editor. It was great. There's no way you read that article that GP put out in the Players Tribune and you don't immediately say afterwards, we have got to extend this man. We have got to extend this man to a crazy contract. I am 100% with you on that one. In Aubrey, I trust, man. I look, I know that he had the miss earlier today. I see him putting it straight through the uprights. I'll knock on wood for y'all. I'll knock on wood just in case, but I believe. In Aubrey, I trust. Antonio, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thoughts on the Nimmo trade? Yeah, look, we've been talking a little bit about it. We'll definitely break it down more after the Cowboys game, but it's a win for the Rangers. It's a win for Texas overall. Dak doing a little audible right here. Williams with another carry. Philly's probably going to start calling timeouts here, and they do. They're going to try and get at least a little bit of time back on the clock here. If you're the Cowboys, you got to go for the kill shot, man. You have got to go for kill shot here. Yeah, I don't really get it from the Mets standpoint either, if I'm being honest. What I saw on MLB Trade Rumors was, the Mets do have a need at second base, and so this was kind of a need for a need. Look, I don't pretend to know the Mets super great. I'm just relaying to you what MLB Trade Rumors article said. But look, more on the trade coming up. Definitely excited that things are at least heating up a little bit with the MLB offseason. We got to finish this one out. Pickens! GP, 22-yard catch, 24-yard catch, and the Cowboys are in business. They should be able to bleed this clock down right where they want it to be. Brandon Aubrey going to come on and kick a game-winning field goal eventually, man. Pickens, extend this man. Extend this man right now. Come on, GP. Did he just injure another Eagles defender? I feel like that's 2 now. Trying to tackle GP have gotten hurt. Oh, that was a beautiful throw, Dak. It was a beautiful throw. Right on the money. Love that slant route. It is effortless for George Pickens, isn't it? It is absolutely effortless for this man. He's our 2020 Randy Moss. Sean, that's actually a pretty solid comp, brother. I love that comp. Love that comp. Yeah, it's another Eagles defender trying to cover GP getting hurt. This man is a freaking beast out there in the passing game. Hey, look, good job by Javante at least standing up. Javante's standing up. and making that play on Dean, just giving Dak a little more time. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. George Pickens, 146 yards on the day. Wow. Look, I think it's just about settled. This is the number one. This is the 1A right here. CD is now 1B. I don't think there's much debate. This is 1A and 1B. McJay, are you serious? 200 fantasy points? Goodness. That is wild. Yeah, look, Cowboys are going to be able to drain this one and get it into very makeable Brandon Aubrey range. Very makeable. They have Acuna, McNeil, Mauricio, questionable trade. Look, I don't pretend to know everything about the New York Mets, but I think it's got to probably be a little bit with the long-term money, right? Mets not wanting to have the long-term commitment. Nimmo being through 2030, being signed through 2030. That's the only thing that can come to my mind beyond what I saw in MLB trade rumors, which is the Mets do have a little bit of a need at second base, need for a need, and you don't have the long-term commitment. With Simeon, he is only 3 more years under contract, and so you don't have the 2030 albatross around your neck, I guess. Rangers obviously will take the $4 million in cap relief that they get for the next 3 years. After that, you can make a decision. If you want to get rid of Nimmo, if you're going to be in a rebuild, you can obviously trade him. I like the move. It's a good move for Texas. And you didn't have to give up a prospect here. Cowboys are just going to kneel this one down, and they are going to get it into Brandon Aubrey range. Eagles calling some timeouts. But this is going to be Brandon Aubrey's game to win. They're going to line it up just how he wants it. Interesting strategy here because the Cowboys don't have any timeouts. And so Eagles call the timeout there. It's smart. I like it. You're going to have to run that team on pretty quickly. Just kill it, man. Let it go all the way down. There we go. All the way down. Not too soon. Here we go. All right. Aubrey, baby. Let's go. Brandon Aubrey sends it through, and the Cowboys get the win. 24-21. And the epic comeback. This is one of the better comebacks I can remember in Dallas Cowboys history. The comeback is complete. The comeback's complete. Brandon Aubrey, after missing a 51-yarder earlier in the game, sends it through the uprights. It is true. It is good. The Cowboys win 24-21. Oh, I love beating the Eagles. Oh, I love beating the Eagles, baby. That's an incredible win. That is an incredible win by Dallas. And a melt, an epic melt from the Philadelphia Eagles, man. 21-0 they led. And look, the Cowboys gave the Eagles like every opportunity to take this game and 100% knock us out. And neither team really wanted to take advantage of the other team's mistakes. Finally, the Cowboys get their stuff together and put together this comeback, 24 unanswered points. Each team had its ugly moments in this one, but you know what? What matters is which team limited the ugly moments late. It was Dallas, and Dallas is going to walk away with a 24-21 win. Incredible. How about them Cowboys? Let's go. I love that, man. Back-to-back wins. Raiders on Monday night. By the way, that's a big reason why we were not live on Monday night. I actually, you guys, some of y'all know I'm based out in Las Vegas. I actually was at the Monday night game. It was incredible. One of the best experiences of my life. I really don't get to go to a lot of NFL games. We had amazing tickets thanks to my brother-in-law and my brother-in-law's best friend. And I was on cloud nine. And it helped that the Cowboys won in convincing fashion. But to win in Las Vegas, beat up on a pretty bad Las Vegas team, it's hard, man. Years and years of the Oakland Raiders. But then to come back home, you still have the heaviness of Marshawn Nealon's passing, and you have the Philadelphia Eagles first place coming into town. Dak Prescott, he improves to 22-2 in his last 23 games at home against NFC East opponents. 22-2, and the man has not lost a game at home against an NFC East opponent since 2017. 2017. Dak is him at home against the NFC East. He is. Bro owns the NFC East. He just does. Simple as that. Simple as that. Dak was amazing today. He definitely had his rough patches in this one, but in the second half, incredible. He finishes with 354 yards, 2 tutties, 1 interception. George Pickens, probably the player of the game, 146 yards on 9 receptions, had a 1-yard touchdown as well. The defense, though, allowing 0 second-half points. Look, for as much as this defense gets absolutely crapped on, and all season long, that has happened. For as much as this defense just gets absolutely ridiculed in the media, 0 points against the defending champs in the second half. That's special. That is special. Dak attack, baby. Let's go. That's awesome. Eagles? Was that an Eagles stream? See, that's what's fun, man. Like right now, if I wasn't doing the show, I follow several Eagles content creators. I would 1,000%. I wouldn't be spamming it, but I would 1,000% be looking in and seeing what they're going through right now. Because I know if the Cowboys would have lost this game, people would be showing up right now hating on the Cowboys. We're still going to get a few trolls in the chat, I'm sure, here and there. I already see it. I mean, look, you got to do you, but this ain't the day. Cowboys with a win over one of the best teams in the NFL. And I think we can be real about that. Look, you don't have to like them, but you got to respect what Philly has been able to accomplish. A team that has had some drama this year. A lot of people a little skeptical about who the Eagles really are. And I don't think that this loss is going to help, giving up 24 straight unanswered points to lose a divisional game against your biggest rival, the Dallas Cowboys. We'll take it, man. The Cowboys needed this, and you've got a really, really tough turnaround now. You've got to play the Chiefs here in a few days. That's not going to be easy. Absolutely not going to be easy. Patrick Mahomes, Rashee Rice, that attack and that defense is pretty stout still as well. I definitely think the Cowboys can get a win, but it is not going to be a gimme, that's for sure. I am excited for Thursday, excited for Friday, Texas versus Texas A&M. All is right with the world when that matchup came back into the play, man. You have Cowboys on Thursday. You have the Lone Star Showdown on Friday. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be a football fan. We shall see. McJay, yeah, it is a good idea. Hey, look, no hard feelings if you want to go hit up an Eagles stream right now and have some fun. No hard feelings at all. Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. I'm not jumping on the Super Bowl train right now, but I will say this. Anything can happen. When you get hot, when you get on a run, you never know. I mean, you never know. You get on a run, you have the hot hand. Sky's the limit, but I got to say, Cowboys, it's 1 week at a time. It is 1 week at a time. Any update, by the way, on Quinnen Williams? Bro took a shot from Saquon Barkley. That was a shot from Saquon, man. No update yet. Looks like took a hard shot to the ribs, immediately went down in pain. He did return to the game. I really hope once the adrenaline wears off that Quinnen is all right. I really hope he's all right once the adrenaline wears off. Y'all know how it is. If you played the game, if you played sports in general, that adrenaline gets pumping. You get hurt, but you just keep on going. Then that next day, man, you start feeling it. That adrenaline wears off. You have that overnight, and then you wake up the next day, and it's like a ton of bricks hit you. I hope that doesn't happen with Quinnen. Hopefully he gets some good treatment tonight. That's a tough turnaround, man. You get hurt on Sunday, then you got to play on Thursday. That is a tough turnaround. He did go back into the game. Hopefully everything's all good, man. It looked a lot worse at the time. It really did. Hey, Grayson, appreciate you hanging out, man. Look, yeah, crazy comeback win. Appreciate the gift, by the way, too. Patrick, thank you so much, man. Look, very generous of you. Great day to be a Cowboys fan. Love it when both of my teams win on a weekend, man. You had the Longhorns with a pretty convincing win yesterday against the Arkansas Razorbacks, and then you have the Cowboys following it up with an outstanding come-from-behind win over the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Scott, by the way, Scott's one of my absolute best friends from middle school, from high school. We were texting during the game. Scott actually said, hey, look, this Eagles team is not that good. I still believe they just got to string together a couple of good drives. Bro nailed it. Seriously. He nailed it. Love you, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, against the Eagles, there's really no sweeter victory, unless you're talking playoff wins, right? There's no sweeter victory during the regular season than when you beat the Eagles. And especially when you beat them in this fashion. Because, look, this wasn't like just some forgettable game. You're down 21-0. The Eagles absolutely melt down and allow 24 straight unanswered. I mean, this is just bulletin board material for days. And honestly, we should have beat the Eagles week 1. 100% we should have beat the Eagles week 1. And I know y'all know this. If CeeDee Lamb doesn't drop 3 passes in week 1 against the Eagles, how many did he have today, by the way? 4? Was it 4 or 5 drops today? CeeDee's got to figure it out. I'm not trying to turn this into a negative show. CeeDee has got to figure it out. If CeeDee does not drop 3 passes in week 1, I think we're 1-0 coming out of Philly. We are 1-0 coming out of Philly if CeeDee is able to catch a football. It's really, really too bad that the Cowboys are not 2-0. I'll take 1-1. I'm not going to get greedy. I'll take 1-1, but Cowboys should be 2-0 against Philadelphia this year. They really should be. Tell Eagles team that this team isn't great. Yeah, look, it's all subjective. We know how this goes. I'm sure the excuses are going to pour out from Eagles Nation. I'm sure that there's going to be something. Whatever. Y'all were up 21-0. You gave up 24 straight. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Yeah, John makes a great point. Brother, it's great to see you always. Feels like it's been a second, John. Glad you're hanging out, man. Look, John's point, how about this defense, man? I gotta admit, as much as Jerry Jones gets a tough time in the media for his GM decisions, and look, we all know Steven is all over some of these transactions as well. By the way, locker room going crazy right now. Hang on one sec. Yeah. Locker room is going crazy. I love the Marshawn Nealon tribute. They got the flag waving in there. That is phenomenal, man. Look, Jerry cooked with the defensive moves. He cooked. I don't think there's any other way that you can skin that one. Quinnen Williams, you went ahead and you brought in Kenny Clark on the Parsons deal. You got another first-round pick. This is, in my opinion, the most dominant defensive line in football. Now, the secondary needs some work. I think this is the best defensive line in football. And yeah, look, argue with the wall. Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, to me, I don't think you're going to get a whole lot better than those two. on top of Osa and everything else that they have. Now, look, the linebacking core, they need a little work. I like having Overshown back. I don't think he's completely at 100% yet in terms of conditioning, in terms of just being fully back in the flow, in the mix. You know, Logan Wilson, he's coming along. But the linebackers, the defensive backs still need a little work. But when you've got a D-line that can put pressure on the quarterback, move the pocket, and Jalen Hurts did have a lot of time. Different plays. He had a lot of time to move around. But look, Osa with the huge sack on 3rd and 2. By the way, was anybody else shocked? I was shocked that the Eagles on 3rd and 2 did not run 2 straight tush pushes. I mean, you're coming out of the 2-minute warning. You have 3rd and 2. I was bewildered, completely bewildered that the Eagles did not go 2 straight tush pushes. 3rd and 2, tush push. Get it up to whatever, 4th and inches, run another one. I was really surprised that that was not what they chose to do. They actually chose to drop back and pass on 3rd and 2. Look, the offensive play calling was a little suspect, I think, on both sides. Shoddy getting down to the 1-yard line, calling 3 straight pass plays on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down. I did not get that. Did not get that at all. Shoddy gets a little bailed out. You know that he would be getting grilled. Shoddy would be getting grilled right now had that not worked out and had we not gotten the win for that play calling down there at the goal line. He would be getting lit on fire right now by the media and online. Like, bro, 3 straight passes on the 1-yard line? Look, I'm happy because I like Shoddy. I'm a Shoddy fan. I definitely think this is one of those games where that gets a little swept under the rug. And you know what? You need games like that. But that play calling was not great down within the 5-yard line by Brian Schottenheimer. Could have been a lot better. But look, fortunately, the defense, Osa bails them out. Big sack of Jalen Hurts on 3rd down. Brandon Aubrey nails the 40-yarder, whatever it was, to win the game. Rest is history. Hey, T-Bone, Tommy, I'm sorry, brother. I am sorry, man. 24 straight points. I mean, they earned every bit of it. They really did. Tush Push is tired, but again, I am just shocked that they did not, at least on one of those downs, on 3rd down, I'd be doing Tush Push. On 4th down, I'd be doing the Tush Push as well. Why not? Cowboys probably wouldn't have stopped it. I would have run it 2 straight times. Dropping him back to pass on that 3rd and 2 coming out of the 2-minute warning, I was shocked. We'll take it. We will take it. Brian, I think you have a point. Halftime adjustments is the comment. I think there's a point there for sure. Maybe that was, John makes the point, maybe they're just respecting the hell out of Quinnen Williams and just thinking that Q maybe is going to get up in the mix and stop the tush push. I don't know. They had success with it earlier in the game. Hurts actually scored a touchdown on a tush push earlier in the first half, right? So I would have just run it 2 straight times. Personally, I'm glad they did. Thank you for dropping back to pass. Thank you. Weird day in Dallas sports today. Caden, 100%. You have a Marcus Simeon trade. The Dallas Wings got the 1st overall pick in the draft. Look, definitely support women's sports. Not so much on the channel covering any team, but good for them. I'm a fan of Dallas sports. I'm a fan of Texas sports. Good for the Wings. All right, man. Matthew, good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Let me get to y'all TikTok. Steve, did you? You had this one? Mark, good game indeed. Give credit to the defense 100%. We talked about the defense, man. TikTok, I'm locked in. If you commented and I missed you, let me get to y'all a little bit here. If y'all got a comment, drop it. I did not have any feeling one way or the other. Reaction to the Ranger trade. Rangers won the trade. The fact that New York didn't get a prospect out of it is wild to me. Matthew, good win for sure. Pat, I could do that. I will hate to do it, but the only thing is I don't know if I'll be able to get a shirt on the day, brother. But how about this? I will do it for one of the Rangers streams. Does that work? I would do that for a Rangers stream. very begrudgingly, I would do it for a Rangers stream. I hope Texas figures it out on Friday, man. That's the last thing I want to do. But I will wear it for my Rangers stream. I'll have my Rangers hat on and hopefully a Rangers shirt, if not. And that's the bet we're making right now. Hey, Pat's been a long-time supporter of the show. We got to have some fun with this one. So the bet is if Texas loses on Friday to the Aggies. Oh, just threw up in my mouth saying that. If they lose on Wednesday for the Rangers show, we wear an Aggie shirt. Oh. You know what's funny, Pat, is I'm probably going to get some A&M fans following the show as a result. They're going to be watching the live thinking I'm an A&M fan. Maybe in a weird way, it's going to work out for me either way. Oh, I do not want to wear an A&M shirt on Wednesday, but Pat, I'll do it for you, brother. Can I get it on time? That's going to be the thing is, can I get an A&M shirt in time? Out here in Vegas, we might have to figure something out. I will do it for a show within the next couple of weeks, though. Dak's not top 10. I think Dak's got to at least be top 10, man. We can stack up the quarterbacks. I'm not saying Dak is top 5. I feel like he has got to be in the top 10 discussion. 9 or 10. I don't think you can sit here and say Dak is not top 10. I mean, look, I could totally respect and totally go with, hey, he's not top 5. He's not top 6. Not top 10. That feels like a reach to me. I don't think I could name 10 quarterbacks I'd rather have than Dak. I mean, look, on the fly, I would love to be able to pull up the list. I'm going to have to pull up the list. Starting quarterbacks NFL. Let's see if I can pull it up right now. And we'll hopefully be able to give y'all a little bit of an idea. Here we go. List of current NFL starting quarterbacks. Would I rather have Dak or Jacoby Brissett? I'd rather have Dak. Cousins is starting for the Falcons. Woof. I'd rather have Dak over Penix or Cousins. Lamar Jackson, look, he's going to be above Dak. So there's one. Lamar has not been playing great. So look, I will give Lamar. Josh Allen. I'd rather have Dak than Bryce Young. I'd rather have Dak than Caleb Williams, honestly. I think Dak's a better leader. I'd rather have Dak than Caleb Williams. You can take Caleb Williams. If you want Caleb Williams, go for it. I'd rather have Dak than Caleb Williams. Dak's a better leader, more experience, more success. I'm taking Dak over Caleb. Joe Flacco. I mean, look, we'll say Joe Burrow. Burrow, obviously, I think is a league above Dak. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's been hurt a lot, but I'd probably take Burrow. So that's 3. Dak's better than any quarterback the Browns can throw out there. I'd rather have Dak over Bo Nix. I'm not sold on Bo Nix. Again, he's played, 1-2 seasons? I'm not going to crown Bo Nix based on a little bit of success that he's had. I'd rather have Dak over Bo Nix. We're going through, is Dak a top 10 quarterback? And you can definitely throw your opinion in. We're just going through it. I got 3 guys right now, and we're almost halfway through the league. I'd rather have Dak than Jared Goff. I have not been impressed with Jared Goff this season. I think Dak has been more consistent. Jared's had some up and down years. Clearly, he's been great with Ben Johnson. Doesn't have Ben Johnson, you haven't seen as good of a season out of Goff. I'd rather have Dak than Goff. Jordan Love. Another guy right now, I think if you asked a lot of people, who would you rather take? I'd rather take Dak than Jordan Love. Jordan Love had a great couple of years. I'd rather have Dak. Dak is more consistent than a lot of these players. Dak is more consistent than a lot of these guys. Football is such a reactionary sport in the media world. Dak has been doing it at a high level. Yeah, he hasn't made it to a Super Bowl or an NFC championship, but a lot of these guys are flashes in the pan, and they immediately get bumped up above Dak. And then you just see season to season, they're not able to be consistent. Right now, I've said Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. And I'm about halfway through. I'd rather have Dak than CJ Stroud. I'd rather have Dak than Daniel Jones. I'd rather have Dak than Trevor Lawrence. Pat Mahomes, I'll add him. I'll take Pat Mahomes over Dak. I'd rather have Dak over Geno. I'd rather have Dak over Justin Herbert. I'd take Matthew Stafford over Dak. I would take Staff over Dak, so I'm at 5. Give me Dak over Tua. Dak over J.J. McCarthy. Give me Dak over Drake May. Again, Dak, more consistency. One good season from Drake May does not make me put Drake May above Dak. Give me Dak over whatever mess the New Orleans Saints are putting out there at quarterback. Give me Dak over Jackson Dart or Jameis Winston. Give me Dak over whoever the Jets are throwing out. Look, Jalen Hurts, I cannot put Dak over Jalen. I just can't. Cowboys Nation, I'm sorry. Jalen, Super Bowl champion, been to the Super Bowl a couple of times. It's hard for me to do that. I really can't do that. And I hate to be able to say that, but I'll make 6. I'll make 6. It's hard for me to take a player that's won a Super Bowl and put him below a player that hasn't. So I'm at 6. Mason Rudolph? No. Brock Purdy? No. Sam Darnold? No. Darnold, not consistent enough for me. I know he's having a good year. I know he's had 2 good years in a row. I'm not putting Darnold over Dak. I'm not doing it. Baker Mayfield? That is a tough one. That is a tough one. Baker, I might give a slight nod to over Dak, but it is close. So what did I get to, 7 or 8? What did I get to, 7 or 8? Dak is a top 10 quarterback. Come on now. I mean, look, I know that was a long exercise, so I appreciate you. But really? I mean, not top 10? He might not be top 7. He might not be top 8. Dak is surely top 10. Jalen Hurts, I don't know where he falls. I'd rather have a number of those quarterbacks that I mentioned over Jalen. I think he might be number 5. I think he could be number 6. Jalen, to me, is definitely 5 or 6. I don't know if I would put him any higher than that. If we didn't have Dak, we would not be relevant. I would totally agree with that. And if anybody has watched the Cowboys, you know what happens when Dak gets hurt. I know that Andy, who was it? Oh, Cooper Rush, not Andy Dalton. He's another former backup. I know when Cooper Rush came in, the ship stayed afloat for a while. Look, we've been through some ugly stretches when Dak is out. Ugly. Dak is absolutely a top 10 quarterback. The quarterback situation in a lot of other franchises is a mess. Look, would I mind the Cowboys drafting a quarterback within the next couple of years? I think they absolutely should. They 100% should. I do not want to see the Cowboys go up until Dak's final year in his contract to have a replacement plan. I'd love to see them draft a quarterback, not a first rounder, but maybe a third round guy, a fourth round guy. Try and see if you can find someone that can be under Dak's tutelage for a couple of years. That would be phenomenal. Dak is absolutely the guy that you want someone learning from coming up, green, rookie, 100%. We keep on rolling, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's go Cowboys, Devin. Absolutely, brother. Good to see you. Appreciate the comment. Maybe Milton. Milton might be the guy, although I know he's had some rough stretches. I know he hasn't gotten a ton of play, but in the preseason, I don't know if Milton, I don't know if I would say he killed it, but he doesn't have a lot of experience. So I'm not going to hold it against him. Definitely not going to hold it against him. Is Dak a Hall of Famer? Look, I think he probably is going to be. McJay, I think he probably will be, assuming health. I do see Dak making it to the Hall of Fame. Look, Dak, today he passes Tony Romo most passing yards in Cowboys history. And some of the numbers that Dak has put up, I mean, this is a guy that has been very, very close in MVP discussions multiple years. I think he plays another 3, 4, maybe even 5 seasons. And potentially, yeah, it does make it into the Hall. I don't know if he's going to be a first ballot. Maybe he will be. But I do think Dak is probably going to be a Hall of Famer by the end of it. That would be something I would be willing to bet on. Definitely. No Hall of Fame, got to go deeper in the playoffs, can't be all about stats. NFL really doesn't feel like it discriminates a lot, though, that kind of stuff. TLC, I'm with you, but clearly he hasn't made it deep into the playoffs, hasn't been to an NFC championship, hasn't been to a Super Bowl. But I don't think the NFL prizes that. I don't think the NFL holds that above all else. I think in the NFL, a lot of it is stats. Right? I mean, LaDainian Tomlinson is in the Hall of Fame, and LT is one of the greatest running backs to ever play the game, but LT didn't win a Super Bowl. You don't have to win a Super Bowl or make it super far in the playoffs to go to the Hall of Fame. I think Hall of Fame, they do a lot of comps with where you're at among the other greats at your position, and by the end of Dak's career, he is going to be up there. Just because he got to play this game, and he will have gotten to play this game for a long time. I see him getting into the Hall of Fame. If I'm betting on it today, I'm betting yes. A lot can happen, but I'm betting yes, just from a longevity standpoint. I mean, bro is going to have a ton of stats racked up from his long career. He will. Thoughts on the trade, the Marcus Semien trade? Yeah, I think that Marcus is a great guy. Heart and Hustle Award winner, helped us win a World Series championship in 2023 when he finished top 3 in MVP voting. You get $4 million in salary relief over the next 3 years. That's how long Semien had left on his contract. With Nimmo, you get a guy who can replace Adolis Garcia in the outfield. Nimmo did have a little bit of a down 2025. I do hope that he has a bit of a resurgence in 2026, but I like what the Rangers got, and I like what the Rangers did not have to give up. Rangers did not have to give up any top prospects or quality prospects. Usually when you are trying to get rid of a bad contract, you almost always have to throw in some kind of top prospect or quality prospect to get the other team to take on the bad contract. I mean, I get it. Nimmo is signed through 2030, but if the Rangers decide to blow it up, if they decide to go forward with a rebuild, you can trade Nimmo and you can get out of that contract. I'm good for it. Nimmo is a little bit more of a need at this time. Rangers have a lot of infielders. You got Cody Freeman that can step up and play. You've got Josh Smith that can play second base. You've got Ezekiel Duran. A lot of people think Luis Ariz is probably going to be an option. You got a lot of options. You do. Did it for Marshawn, BG6, 100%, 100%. Think we could see Walcott in 2026? I do not know about that. I think a lot of people got to pump the brakes on Walcott. He did not have a great year in AA. I think he has got to show you something this year, a positive step forward in AA for you to feel good about him coming all the way up to the major leagues. I think it's more likely they acquire Luis Ariz in free agency, or they have Cody Freeman or Josh Smith or Ezekiel Duran play second base. I think that's a lot more realistic. Appreciate everybody that's followed. Rebuild, I've heard that before. Yeah, I think that is on the table if this year doesn't go well. We'll see. Any chance bringing Adolis back? Do I think that there'll be a big market for him? I do think there's going to be some teams interested for sure. 100% there's going to be some teams interested in Adolis. 1 year prove-it deal? Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you do a 1 year prove-it deal for Adolis? Doesn't work out, you can shed the contract, trade, or release. It's a 1 year deal. I'm curious to see what he's going to get average annual. Any chance Pickens is out for the season? No, I don't think that is going to be the case. Sorry to burst your bubble, Steven. Why would this team be good? They'll be awful. I hope not. Tyler, I hope not. Appreciate the comment. I think the Rangers are going to still have to have some things determined for me to really make a call on whether or not they're going to be a good team or not. I mean, we'll see who they acquire. We'll see who they are able to sign, who they trade for, all that good stuff before I can make a judgment on that. Big D51, let's go Cowboys. Yes, sir. Appreciate the gifts. Thank you for the roses. Very generous of you. Cowboys with an outstanding 24-21 win over the Eagles. They improve to 5-1 on the season. 2 wins in a row. They beat Vegas on Monday night. They come back home and they beat Philadelphia. It looked like it was going to be an embarrassing game for Dallas. I mean, it was 21-0 at one point. Cowboys did well to get it back to 21-7. Defense gives up 0 points in the second half. Wow. Breath of fresh air for the Rangers in the Simeon trade. Absolutely. I think it is going to be a good vibe shift for Texas. I think they had a lot of bad vibes in the clubhouse the past couple of years, last year especially. I like Simeon a lot. Definitely not saying he was any kind of clubhouse cancer, but sometimes you need a bit of a vibe shift. I did talk a little bit about the Simeon trade already. We're going to keep talking about it. I'm totally cool continuing to talk Rangers. We'll talk Cowboys a lot as well. Big win today. Big D 51. Yeah, big game against the Chiefs next. I wonder what the line is on that game. Let's look it up real quick. Chiefs Cowboys line Thanksgiving. Let's see. Is it going to be? I think it's going to be pretty even. If I had to guess, man, I think it is going to be pretty even for that game. I would think it's going to be pretty close to a pick 'em. We'll see. I think that the Chiefs obviously are really, really good. I definitely am not taking them lightly in any way, shape, or form. But I think that game is going to be a pretty low, pretty thin line one way or the other. Maybe Chiefs slight favorite. Probably Chiefs slight favorite. We'll see. KC coming off 2 straight losses. They'll be hungry. Did they lose today? I know they were going back and forth with Indianapolis. Did they lose today? Yeah. No, they won today. They won today, 23-20 in OT, Pat. Yeah, they won today. So, I mean, I'm not saying that really matters a whole lot. Big overtime win. You can take that one of two ways. The Chiefs are going to be a legit matchup for us, man. They are. Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, multiple Super Bowl wins. I mean, look, you always got a chance with that guy. So I'm not taking this matchup lightly. Yes, I do think the Cowboys have a good chance to win this football game, but it is going to take flawless execution. Execution is going to have to be flawless. I'm excited. I would love to see the Cowboys go 3 straight dubs and be 6-5-1, excuse me, coming out of that. And then you go play the Lions in Detroit, who look a little vulnerable. I mean, the Lions look a little vulnerable right now. By the way, ESPN Bet has Cowboys plus 3.5. I think that line is going to get hammered. I think that line is going to get hammered, and you'll probably see Cowboys dip below that 3 mark, maybe Cowboys plus 2.5. So if you like the Cowboys, I would probably get the line now. Maybe there's going to be a lot of people hammering the Chiefs, but I don't know. Home game, Dallas always plays a little bit better at home. It's always been that way. We'll see. But right now, Chiefs favored by 3.5 over the Cowboys for Thursday, Thanksgiving. Great division win. JB, totally agree with you. Yeah, about the same as the Eagles game. Big Tex agreed. I think that the Simeon trade overall was a win for Texas. Overall, a good trade. You got a little salary freed up. Didn't have to give up a prospect to get the bad contract off your hands. And you have plenty of second base help. Fleece the Mets, beat the Eagles. What a day. Love that comment, JSN. Appreciate you. Love that comment. Absolutely. Colts did kind of leave them off the hook today. Brian, I would love spring training to be here. I miss baseball so much. Coming games for the Cowboys seem daunting at one point, but I think they're winnable. I kind of feel the same way. I mean, look, if you're looking at the schedule, I think a lot of us saw, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, and we're like, bro, that's not good. That is not a good 3-game stretch for Dallas. But, Brian, I'm kind of with you, man. You look at the schedule right now, And what once appeared really daunting, I mean, you got a Chiefs team that is beatable. They've lost 5 games this year. Yes, they have Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's taking them for granted. But you've got a beatable Chiefs team coming to Dallas. You're both on short rest. You've got a Lions team that struggled against the Giants and Jameis Winston today. And look, I like Jameis Winston. He's a likable guy. But you got Detroit struggling with New York at home. Lions feel vulnerable right now. Then you're playing a Vikings team that really doesn't have it figured out at the quarterback position. You're playing a Chargers team that got waxed by Jacksonville. I am feeling pretty confident, actually, about the Cowboys' finish to this season. I think the Cowboys could make the playoffs, man. I do not think that is out of the question at all. Now, could I see them dropping some games and making it really difficult? Definitely. And nothing's going to shock me. But could you see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6 games left. I could easily see the Cowboys playing 500 ball, going 8-1. I could see the Cowboys going 4-2 over the next 6 games and finishing 9-7-1, which is kind of what I predicted at the beginning of the season after they tied, of course, after they had tied the Packers. I think that the Cowboys can sneak into the playoffs here. I don't think they're going to be able to catch the Eagles for the division. And you never say never. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but I would absolutely love to see them sneak in. You get them maybe winning one of these next 2 games against the Chiefs or against the Lions. You win both these games. If you could beat the Chiefs and you beat the Lions back-to-back 4-game win streak, they could totally crap the bed down the stretch, but that sets you up beautifully. Because after Chiefs-Lions, you've got a number of pretty vulnerable teams as you look at it. Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. A lot of those feel like winnable games once you get past Chiefs and Lions. They're looking like the 2011 Giants right now. What a comp. What a comp. Look, the Cowboys are dangerous. They are dangerous. And this was just a huge win. They've got a revamped defense. The offense is clicking. It's humming, minus maybe CeeDee Lamb. No shade, no hate. Love CD, but it was not CD's best day at the office today. Thank goodness for GP. George Pickens for a freaking 3rd rounder. Are you kidding me? Like, we just got to keep saying these things out loud to make sure that they're real. George Pickens for a 3rd round pick. Are you kidding me? I cannot even believe that the Cowboys pulled that off. That is probably, this is probably one of the best moves they've made in the last 25 years in recent memory, right? George Pickens for a 3rd rounder, baby. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm with you. Still winnable for sure. The Chargers game, it hurts that they laid the egg on Monday Night Football against the Cardinals. What was that? That was just, I can't even believe that game that against the Cardinals happened. I really can't. Giants were fired up always after a coaching change. Yeah, look, a little bit of a different context, right? For sure. But it just does go to show you. You look at the Rangers. You just have to get on a run. You have to get on a run. In 2023, the Rangers weren't the best team on paper, but they got hot at the perfect time, and the rest is history. Could that be happening with Dallas? Maybe. Let's start with making the playoffs, and then I think we can go a little bit bigger picture here. Yeah, look, the play calling for the Eagles, I said it about 30 minutes ago when we were breaking it down, that final drive. 3rd and 2, I just did not understand. You got Saquon Barkley, you got the tush push. I know that the Cowboys have a stout defensive line now with Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark. You got Osa in there as well, obviously. But I was shocked that they dropped back to pass on 3rd and 2. I mean, their bread and butter is running the football. That made no sense to me. Just like it made no sense to me that Shoddy was passing it 3 straight times, 2nd down and on, when you're at the 1-yard line. Daniel, what's good, man? Nimmo will be excellent. Heim and Garcia, though. Yeah, Heim and Garcia leaving, I think, is the right organizational move. It hurts as a fan. And look, even losing Simeon hurts, man. How can you forget? 9th inning, he hits the bomb to seal it against Arizona, finishes top 3 in MVP voting that year. Marcus Simeon's awesome, man. I love Marcus Simeon. Heart and hustle guy. He's going to be missed. I know some people were really turned off by him at the end, some of the comments he made, and just the way he finished, right? The last 2 seasons were not good production-wise for Marcus Simeon, but I mean, look, dude is a grinder. He's available most of the time. Kind of a weird injury that kept him out at the end of 2025. But I think the Rangers needed a vibe reset, man. They needed a vibe reset. I think they just needed some new people, some fresh faces in the locker room, and you're getting it. You're getting it right now. Who's the Eagles' next opponent? Let's check it out. I have no clue. Eagles play the Bears next, back in Philly. And then they play the Chargers, the Raiders, Commanders, Bills, and Commanders again. So, look, the Eagles have a pretty fortuitous schedule. I mean, the Bills are going to be tough. The Bears game might be tough, but you got to play the Commanders twice. You get to play the Raiders. I think they'll beat the Chargers. I don't think the Cowboys are catching the Eagles for the division. Let's be clear on that. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Pickens, I vote Pickens wears 88. Ernest, that is that's awesome, man. CD might have to give up the 88 here in a second if he keeps doing what he did today. CD has got to be like maybe leading the league in drops. I'm not saying that for exaggerative purposes. I really do think CD Lamb might be leading the league in drops right now. He very well may be. Let me see if I can look that up for you right now. Most drops in the NFL. I don't think this list is going to be updated. CD's got to be up there. Right now, it's Jerry Jeudy with 9. CD Lamb had 5 coming into this game. What did he have? How many drops did he have today? 4? CD is going to be at the top of this list after this updates, man. I don't think this is updated quite yet. It looks like 7 games played. I don't know if this is updated, but he's going to be up at the top by the end of this. Sky, look, I hear you. I can appreciate the grounded perspective. I think the Cowboys have a very good chance to make the playoffs. Do I think that they're running the table all the way to a Super Bowl win? I'm going to pump the brakes on that one. Let's get into the dance and see what happens. CD, I think, did have 5 or 6 drops. He's going to be up at the top of the league. Dak is 10-2 against the Eagles at home. Eagles were the last team to beat Dak at home. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. 2017 was the last time Dak Prescott lost at home to an NFC East divisional opponent, and it just so happened to be the Eagles. I mean, Jalen Hurts, not even on the team at that point, obviously. Dak against the NFC East at home is nearly unbeatable. I thought it was going to come to an end with that ugly first half. Like, what were we watching? What were we watching? JB says GP looks like he's on a mission. CD looks like he's going through the motions. Hard to argue with that. And what's weird is you can't even say it's like some kind of like, pouty, jealous thing. Like, guys seem like they're best buds. It feels like that is a great connection, a great relationship between CD and GP. I don't know what's going on with CD right now. I really don't. Ernest, I said that earlier. I still cannot believe we got George Pickens for a 3rd-round pick. Jerry absolutely cooked on that trade. Jerry has kind of been cooking. I did not like the draft. I haven't liked some of the drafts Jerry's put together of late. Guyton, I think, is definitely a talented O-lineman. He makes some really knuckleheaded moves out there at times, but I see why. I see the vision with Guyton. I really do. Some of the drafts have been a little suspect, but some of these trades that Jerry has made, dude's kind of cooking. He's kind of cooking right now, y'all. Still looks like he's a little hungover from Vegas. TLC, yeah, look, CeeDee Lamb reportedly was hungover at a Vegas casino at 7:30 in the morning on game day last Monday. Don't know if that's accurate or not. That's the rumor. We know that GP missed the team bus to the stadium for Monday Night Football. Look, I mean, they served their time. I know some people were giving Shotty a hard time, like, dude, one series? Man, you're so tough out there, man. I mean, look, for me, it got handled. It is what it is. Move on from it. But, yeah, GP's balling out, and you got CeeDee Lamb dropping about 5 passes today. Not ideal. Not ideal. Jerry almost got sent to Siberia after that Mozzie Smith pick. I mean, I've said it many times. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones just need to stay away from the Michigan players. Stay away from Michigan players. And I'm not trying to be a Michigan hater right now, but look, you've got Mozzie Smith, you got Taco Charlton. Schoonmaker has been a little up and down. I mean, I know he's gotten some looks here and there, but Schoon, I'd still say Schoon is probably up there with the disappointments. Not as bad as Taco or Mozzie, but up there. Yeah. Stay away from the Michigan players. No offense to any of y'all that are Michigan. Pat, we'll see you, man. What do I think about the Simeon trade? Bennett, win for the Rangers. You didn't have to give up a prospect. You got rid of the contract. You got a player to replace Adolis. Win for the Rangers for sure. Going to have a video out on that maybe later tonight. It's Steven most likely making the trades, Terry. I've always been on that. Always been on that. But I think Jerry still has say. But I do think it's Steven making a lot of the moves, having a lot of the pull. I always have kind of seen Jerry as a little bit more of a mouthpiece than anything else. Any update on the Longhorn ranking? Well, I think they moved up one spot. But obviously Tuesday's the big day, right? Tuesday is when they come out with the committee rankings, which is really what matters. And the AP ranking, Texas didn't move up too much. I think they moved up like one spot. We keep going. Appreciate you guys. With Micah, maybe he needed to go from a team perspective, the shade he threw around on his podcast. TLC, they were talking about this a few weeks back. The Cowboys have really made a commitment to building team culture. And I do think that it has made a big difference this year. They're getting a lot of really good guys into that locker room. I mean, Dak, golden human being. I mean, not perfect, but just great dude, great leader. By all accounts, Quinnen Williams, outstanding human being. Kenny Clark, outstanding human being. You see the Cowboys just stacking these players that are really talented, but also just really good people. Shotty included. And I think that the strategy is working out. Yeah, look, they're 5-5. Clearly, they haven't had the season that they would have liked to have had. They should probably be 6-4-1 right now at minimum. Maybe even 7-3-1 if they beat the Eagles week 1 like they should have. If CeeDee Lamb would not have forgotten how to drop or how to catch a football in that game, let alone today. But I think the Cowboys, it's working out. I think you're seeing a lot less drama. Yeah, even with the CD GP thing in Vegas, even that was not as big of a deal as maybe it would have been in years past. Like, that would have leaked in years past. I didn't even know that that was happening until game time. You feel like in years past, the CD GP thing probably would have leaked. There would have been some more turmoil or drama, and you just didn't see that. I like it. Like it. What do I think about getting Nimmo? Look, Nimmo had a little bit of a down 2025 metrics-wise, advanced stats-wise. Still hit 25 bombs, drove in quite a few runs. I'm excited about Nimmo replacing Adolis Garcia. Good change of scenery for him. And I think it's going to be a nice little relief from the salary cap too. Nimmo more under contract in terms of years than Marcus Semien was. But I think it is going to be a good fit. I'm excited, and I'm glad that the Rangers did not have to give up any prospects to convince the Mets to take on that Semien contract. In fact, I think the Mets actually sent some additional money the Rangers' way in that deal. I think they got like $5 million in cash sent along with Nimmo in return for Semien. Good stuff. You too, Brandon. Appreciate you. Antonio, absolutely, brother. I think that the difference is the defense. Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Obershone being back in the mix, Logan Wilson. I think that the defense, maybe they turned a corner today, giving up 0 points in the second half. Look, I love Micah, but I agree there was some locker room issues, and Micah was not helping you stop the run, which was your main problem. I mean, look, Saquon Barkley today, let's look at the numbers. Saquon Barkley had 22 yards today. 22 yards. Saquon Barkley, 10 carries, 22 yards, man. They held the Eagles to 63 yards rushing. And this is the bread and butter of the team. I know that they're going a little bit more to the pass with A.J. Brown doing a little whining, but the Cowboys outrushed the Eagles 125 to 63. This defense, they may have just turned a corner today. I surely hope that they did. Big Tex. Yes, sir. Dallas dub. We them boys, baby. We them boys. Let's go. Antonio, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the comments. I think CD will be all right. Look, I'm a little bit down on him today. I cannot believe, bro, in these big games, all the drops, but you've just got to think that it is going to click with CD. What's crazy is they're stringing together some wins without CD really playing elite. I mean, he's not playing terrible, but I really, really think that he will find his stride. And when you got both of these dudes clicking, GP and CD, look out. And the defense, okay. Yeah, Barkley fumbled as well. Charlie, it was a great day defensively for Dallas, especially in the second half. Thoughts on Thursday? I think that the Cowboys at home can get a win on Thursday. I really do. I think the Cowboys at home can get a win. I think that they are going to feed off of what they did today. Look, is a loss going to shock me? No, it's not. It'll disappoint me, but I do think the Cowboys can get a win. I think I could absolutely see another close-fought battle and the Cowboys pulling it out late, pulling away in the fourth quarter. I think the Chiefs are beatable. Obviously, you don't want to leave it up to Pat Mahomes at the end of a football game. He can flip a switch at any time. But the Chiefs have looked vulnerable this year. Dallas playing at home is a bit of a different team. On the road, if this game was at Arrowhead, I'd feel a lot differently. The fact that it's in Dallas, I feel pretty confident that the Cowboys are going to play a really competitive game, and I think they get a win. I don't know by how much. I don't have a score prediction for you, but I do think that the Cowboys have a very good chance to win on Thursday. Chiefs do feel like, I know they got to win today, so I'm sure that that is huge for the morale of that team, but I just feel like the Chiefs are vulnerable and the Cowboys can take advantage at home with the offense that they have right now. Yep. Look, I think it's GP 1A and CD 1B. Or if it's 1 and 1A, I think GP's your 1 and CD's the 1A. I think GP has taken over the receiving corps. I don't think that there's any denying that at this point. Poor Eagles indeed. Poor Eagles indeed. I Husk. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Thank you for the comments. Eagles, man, they are going through it right now. And I already told you I wouldn't blame you for 1 second if you want to hop on an Eagles stream right now and have some fun. Because you know what they would be doing if they would have come out with the win today. You know we would have a lot more people in the chat right now just trolling. Love it. Love it, love it. Cry, Eagles, cry indeed, YG. Appreciate you, my guy. Hunter, yeah, we did talk about Simi trade a little bit. I'm going to put a video out about it. Probably tomorrow I'll post it. But overall, I like the move. I think that the Rangers needed to shed some more salary to be more competitive in the free agent market. Marcus Semien, getting rid of that contract, I think, is important. It saves you about $4 million a year for the next 3 years. Nimmo is under contract until 2030. If you want to go full rebuild mode at some point in the next few years, I think you're going to be able to trade him and get something of value in return. You needed an outfield replacement, and you didn't have to give up a prospect to get the New York Mets to take on Marcus Semien. I thought for sure the Rangers were going to have to give up some kind of prospect. That's a huge win, I think, by CY in the front office. Big time. JB, I do think that the Arise free agent rumors to the Rangers, I think it only increases when you trade Semien. I think it only increases. You have the Skip Schumacher, Luis Arise connection. I think it's only going to increase the noise on Luis Arise coming to the Rangers. I've heard 2 years, $24 million, 3 years, 40 to $45 million. We'll see what Luis Arise is able to get, but I wouldn't mind that. I don't want to see the Rangers pay him $20 million a year or something crazy, but if they can get him for $12 to $15 million on a 2 to 3 year deal, that sounds reasonable to me. That sounds reasonable. Cry, Eagles, cry. Cry, Eagles, cry. David, I respect you for showing up, though, brother. I respect David and other Eagles fans that actually show up after that butt kicking in the second half. Respect to you. Respect to you. Eagles are in first place. I already said on the show today, I don't think anybody's catching the Eagles for first place. Stranger things have happened. But I respect you for showing up, brother. You are my kind of fan. Because, look, I go live during the fourth quarter. Anything could have happened, but I will say this. It takes a lot. It takes a bigger man to show up after you drop a game like that. So, David, you have my respect. Go Cowboys, Dex. Go Cowboys, baby. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for the support. What do we got? Where would the Cowboys be without George Pickens? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Brian, 100%. And respect to you, too. Look, you guys know, unless I'm busy or I'm at the game. If I'm at the game, it's kind of hard to do it live. But we're here every week doing the shows, fourth quarter, post-game. And we have been through some bad losses this season. The Carolina game was awful. The Cardinals game was awful. We're here. We're here. Taking a bunch of crap from Eagles fans and fans around the NFL. It's a little bit quieter. It's a little bit of a different crowd in here when the Cowboys take a win. That's for sure. That is for sure. Refs, nah. Maybe you would have an argument with the refs if the Eagles would have actually scored points in the second half. I can't go with the refs argument when you score 0 points. 0 in the second half. I don't know. That if the Cowboys would have scored 0 points in the second half, I'd like to think that I'm not on the show blaming the refs for my team scoring 0 points in the second half, man. Weston, go Cowboys. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Hey, if you're sitting around right now, you haven't hit that follow button, let's go. Come on now. You get the vibe. You see what we're about here. We just talk ball. Like we have a little fun with some of the haters. We have fun with the diehards that are here week in and week out. It's good stuff. Appreciate you. Consider hitting that follow button or join, subscribe, whatever it is on TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is. Follow along with us. We're live pretty much after every Cowboys game. I don't know if I'll be able to make this coming Thursday game, unfortunately. Maybe I will hop on quickly on each platform, but I will be doing a little bit of family time on Thursday, a little traveling, as I'm sure a bunch of you will too. I think I'll be back Friday to do post-game for the Texas A&M game, so we'll see. Got to be a little flexible around the holidays. Going to a Cowboys game soon, that's awesome. Awesome. I just went to the Monday night game in Vegas here. It was one of the best experiences of my life. Who's our second baseman now? One of the young guys, Freeman, Duran. Josh Smith, one of those guys. Hey, Stinky Fruit Roll-Ups, hook 'em, baby. Awesome username, by the way. Awesome username. Love that. Man, do I still have... All right. I was about to say, I thought I turned off. I thought that somebody's comment was getting blocked again. Last show when we did the Longhorn show, I had like community comment something or another on, and it was blocking some comments from being shown. Forget that. Rangers won a World Series, paying for Simeon and Seager. Young did a good job. Look, that's the bottom line. You won a World Series. You won the World Series. Let's go A&M. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Jack, what's good, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good Thanksgiving break so far. Appreciate you supporting the show, man. Good to see you. We them boys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Comeback season. Indeed. Brian, yeah, we will do our best. We'll see what happens. I'm sure I'll be able to sneak away for a second. Probably won't be my usual setup. Probably won't be a usual live, but we'll make it happen. We'll see how the game goes. How about that? If it's a legendary game, we're going to have to make an exception at some point. Going to have to. Dak for MVP. He's making a case. That's for sure. Committed to Texas, my guy. Let's go. I love that. Absolutely love that. Hook 'em horns. Good for you. Congratulations. Hey, definitely keep me posted, man. Keep me posted on everything. I would love to follow along, follow your career. Appreciate you joining and supporting the show. Yes, right on Rangers on location, 100%. We do what we can. Did it for Marshawn. Marshawn Nealon, rest in peace, number 94. Did it for him. I love that. He doesn't get enough praise. I think he might even be... who are you talking about, Carlos? Let me see. Don't know. Sorry about that. Appreciate all y'all hanging. Oh, see why he doesn't get enough credit. Yeah, look, I think he's kind of on the hot seat this year, if I'm being real, and not just sunshine, rainbows, head in the clouds. I think C-Wise, he's a little bit on the hot seat this year. If Texas does not play well or make the playoffs this year, 3 years in a row, I mean, look, I get that the 2023 championship is going to probably keep you in your job for a while, but 3 straight years not making the playoffs. That's going to be tough for CY, even for CY. All right, y'all. Who do I use getting on the offseason Rangers? Daniel, explain that in a different way, buddy. What do you mean? Explain that in a different way. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Well, look, plan is we are going to go live Wednesday. Actually, we might do something a little bit different this week for our shows. It's going to be weird with Thanksgiving coming up. I'll keep you guys posted. My plan might be to put out some more videos this week, some shorts, some reels, some TikToks, instead of doing my lives. It's just tough with Thanksgiving and family time and all that good stuff. But I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can pull off. But look, if I don't see you before the holiday, hope all of y'all have an outstanding Thanksgiving. Whatever it is that you're doing. God bless you. Definitely thankful for all you guys and all the support that you've given to the show over the last almost 3 years. January will be our 3-year anniversary of the show. It's crazy. It's already been 3 years. We've grown a lot, and a lot of that's thanks to the support of you guys. So absolutely thankful for all of you this Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have an outstanding holiday. We'll be back eventually, and we will be posting a lot over the next few days. A lot of great sports talk coming up this week. Hope you guys enjoy time with the fam. If you got to work, hopefully that the time goes quick. You can get to enjoying some turkey, some good food, some good people. God bless you guys. Hey, and as I always say to end every show, God bless. Go Cowboys.